We're back talking to our panel about how to best support students with special needs. As we talk about graduation for all, how does that goal encompass students with special needs, and where are the gaps really that you're seeing? And another question for you, we as individuals in a community, how can we best make sure to support all of our kids?
I've been thinking about this question, and I think it comes down to relationships. I think the child needs someone in their life who says to the schools and the community and everyone, this child matters. And so for us at CASA, when a CASA volunteer takes a child to school and meets the people that matter in his life, they can say, I brought records from another school, this is a transfer, we need credit recovery, we need something to help this child move along, because for the kids that we represent, graduation from high school is just really critical. The next step for them in terms of jobs, college, whatever, they have to get this first step. And for many of them, they're older than their classmates. They have missed a lot of schools, so they are making up years. And all of those are disincentives for staying in school. When you are not involved in extracurricular activities, the kids that you're with are younger than you are. If they need someone to say, you can do this, I've seen you do it before, let's get you started on this path and I'll be checking on you. And a little story about the importance of the people in their life. One of the youth told us, getting ready for a circle of support as we were approaching his 18th birthday, we were trying to locate and identify those caring adults that would matter to him as he moved forward. And he said, well, there was this junior high school principal, but I can't remember her name. And the CASA volunteer was able to track her down and invite her to come to the circle of support. And surely she was very thrilled and remembered him well. And when we asked him what he remembered about her, and he said, well, I spent a lot of time in her office, and I think she liked me. And he was right. He really sensed that fondness and that caring. And I think that's what we see in our role as the most important piece, is an adult who can say to the world, this child matters.
And I think another thing is a community of educators and support organizations, that those high expectations are so important. The diploma is so important, and helping students really work toward that goal, and families work toward that goal of graduation, because it's so very important. We can work together as, community organizations, as school districts. Do we all know those post-school activities and options that students have, that we have students who receive special education services that graduate? They can also access 2 and 4 year universities. Students have access to community events, Special Olympics. Do we help students really connect after high school? One of the things that districts are held to do and need to do and want to do in districts is to make sure that after graduation, students are active. So 1 year after graduation, the TEA contacts families to ask, what is your student doing since graduation? And we want to know, are they in post-secondary education? Are they accessing that? Or are they accessing some type of competitive employment? So we want to be sure, because what we do before students graduate is so important, and we want to make sure that those things are, really a results-oriented action plan that we have. So I think those types of things are a good focus for us.
Absolutely, and I completely agree with that. One of the things that we do at the ARC, the capital area, is a continuum of services. We start working with children from ages stemming from 11 years old to 17 years old with a Middle School Matters onto Juvenile Justice Program, and then we transition them into our Transitions Program. And so once they graduate from there, they're able to see a lot of the family support, a lot of support that are, that we go into the schools and we continue to support in order to push, the graduation to happen. And so right after graduation, we continue to support them. either through adult case management or through the guardianship program. And I often like to, describe it as the ARC families that come through our program, and we definitely have seen them grow, from age 11 all the way on through to, early adulthood. And so I find that it's really, really important, a continuum of services through transitions, and, it's really beneficial.
I think it really is what we do every day as individuals.
Yeah.
As individuals, how can we help?
Absolutely. Having that balance too of advocacy and support.
Yes.
Well, great. Well, thank you again for being here with us today to talk about these important issues. And now we'll toss it to Kennedy, our student correspondent.
Thanks, Vanessa. ARC of the Arts is teaching adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities how to create art and become professional artists. Arts in Context spoke to them about why their program offers their students a way to support themselves. The full video is at klru.org/American Graduate.